ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं राधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरे प्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थे सुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदयादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Here reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, chapter 24, 25, verse number 17. So in the previous class we read that Indra, he sent heavy rain, hailstorm, wind to destroy the Vraja, and suddenly there was water all around that you could not even see the land. So then Vrajavasis, they all went and approached Krishna to help, to protect them. So then Krishna, he decided that yes, I will use my yogamaya tatra pratividhim samyak atma yogena sadhaya. So I will counteract all this problem with my yogamaya, and I will also demolish the pride of Indra, who thinks that he is the Supreme Lord. So then he says, Nahi sadbhava yuktanam suranam isha vishmayah mattovastam manabhanga prasmaya upkalpate. So he says that these devas, suras, they are sadbhav yukta, means they are primarily in sattva-guna. And if you are in sattva-guna, then you are not proud. So therefore this pride in Indra, that he is the Isha. So Isha Vishmaya. Vishmaya here means pride. Vismaya also means wonder. Smaya. Smaya means pride. And Vismaya. So Vishesh pride, special pride that he is the supreme. So matto asatam manabhanga prasmaya kalpate. So therefore I will do manabhanga. I will destroy this mana of Indra, because this is not appropriate, and this will bring him prashama. This is good for him. So Krishna is not doing it out of jealousy or envy or simply like normal anger of people where they want to take revenge. It's not out of vengeance, but actually to correct him. Because he is no need to take revenge from anybody, and if he wants to take revenge, for what he has to take revenge? Everything is under his control. So therefore he says that this is for his good, prasmaya. So his commentator says, Nachaivam Indraya ati kshodiyase aham spardhe. He says that I am not being rival to Indra, who is very insignificant. He is not qualified to be my rival. So therefore I am not envying him, I am not jealous of him. Kintu tasya madbhaktasya udbhutam dosham eva kripya eva chikitsan asmityane. But Indra is also devotee, and therefore it is my job to cure this disease of pride. On the path of bhakti, pride is a very big disease. It's a very big obstacle. And if one has it, one cannot progress in bhakti, because this will make one commit offense, and offenses are obstacles. So pride is not directly obstacle, but it leads to obstacles. Because of pride, one is going to commit offense, definitely. We see this in the story of Indra. We saw Daksha Prajapati story in 4th Canto, how he was very proud because he was a Prajapati. So he insulted a great Vaishnava, Bhagavan Shiva, and he paid price for that. He also insulted Narada Rishi later on. So therefore this pride is problematic. Indra many times gets into trouble because of this. Indra killed Vishwarupa in the yajna. Then he has to face the problem of Vritrasura. Then he got Brahmatya. Then he has to run. So many problems. So when one is in a powerful position, then one has to be more careful that one does not misuse one's position. Because one has power, and power can be misused. So Indra is a very powerful person. He is not ordinary, but he is also devotee. But now he is misusing his power to create disturbance to devotees, and that also to the devotees in Vrindavan. It's a very big aparadha. So therefore he says that I will do treatment for that. Chikitsa. He is a doctor. So Krishna is a pride doctor. That is his specialty. Different doctors, like there are eye doctors, there are lung doctors, right? There are heart surgeons. So Krishna is the pride surgeon. He does surgery for the pride, but his characteristic is without any, what you call, an anesthesia. He does not give anesthetic injection. In those days it was not available. So he does it straightforward. So it's very painful. But that's what he says. He says, Chikitsam ityaha nahiti. Sadbhava sattvam madbhaktirva. So he says sadbhav yuktanam suranam. So sadbhav has two meanings. Sat can also mean sattva, because sattva, the word sattva comes from sat only. Right? Sata bhava sattva. If you apply tva pratyaya on sat, it becomes sattva. And sat also means a devotee. It says satpursa, satsanga, sadbhave sadhu bhave cha satyetat prayujyate. Krishna says in 17th chapter. So the word sat is used in sadbhav, good nature, sadhu bhav, devotional mood also called sat. So that's why satsanga. So therefore he says sadbhav here can also means bhakti to Krishna, vad bhakta, bhaktirva. Tadyuktanam suranam isha vayam iti visishta smayo garvo hi yasmat na ghatate. So therefore those who are devotees, these suras, the devas, for them to have this pride that we are Lord, we are masters, that is not good, because devotee is dasasmi, not yeshasmi. Devotee does not think I am master, he thinks I am a servant. So therefore it says, Isha Vayam, we are Isha. So why is using plural here? Indra is one. Right? So Jatyakhyayam, Ekvacana, Bahuvacana. So you can say that he is used as a class. So not only referring to Indra, but all of them. So therefore it says, and Vishmaya, it says Vishishta Smaya, Garva. Well, this is very special pride. Means thinking you are the Lord. There are other types of pride. I am knowledgeable, I am powerful, I am good, whatever, programmer can have that. I am a good dancer. You can have all types of pride. But to have pride, I am the master, I am the Lord, means I am Bhagavan, I am God. That is a very special pride. So therefore it's called Vismaya, not Smaya. So na ghatate, he says this is not proper for devotees. Therefore I have to cure this sickness. Tasmat samprati asan marge sthitatvat asatam. Therefore now he is not situated on sat marg. San marg means the path of devotion. Now it is path of non-devotion. Pride is not for devotees. So therefore I have to bring them back to the proper path. So manasya adarasya bhangaeva prasmaya garvarogasya upshanti. So he is calling here this pride as a disease, roga, sickness. So he says, I have to cure it, and therefore, what is the cure? I will destroy his honor, respect, because he thinks he is respectable, so now he will feel disrespected, because he sent the clouds, destroy Vraja, nothing happens. So then he is disrespected. He will feel slighted. So that is his cure. So that's what he will do that. Tasman mat sharanam goshtam mannatham mat parigraham gopaye swatma yogena soyam me vrata ahitaha. Therefore, I will protect by my Yogamaya the people who have taken shelter of me, Matsharanam, Goshtham, this Vraja, and Mannatham, who consider me as their protector, Mat Parigraham, who have been accepted by me. So this is my vrata, means this is my vow, this is my principle, this is my word, so I'll keep it. Or now this time has come to give protection to them. So kincha yatastat kritam idamatra sankatam upastitam tasmad goshtham etad gopaye. So now because this difficult situation has arisen now here in Vraja, therefore I will protect my Goshtha, my Vraja. Mama Sharanam Griha Rupam. So Mat Sharanam can mean those who have taken my shelter. Sharan can also mean house. So he is saying that this Vraja is my house and he is destroying my house. So how can I just watch it? So Sharanam Griha Rakshitro. Sharanam means house and also one who protects. Iti aneka artha-varga. Grihasya asya hameva natha, and I am the owner of this house, this Vraja. So therefore he says Mannatham. Mama Parigraha, and Parigraha means the relatives, associates who are around him. So Pitri, Bhratri, Prayashyadyo Yatra Tat. So my mother, my father, my beloved gopis, friends, they are all living in this house, so therefore I will protect it. Na kevalam asmadeva sankatad gopaye apitu sarvasmadapi. So not only that I will protect only from this calamity, but from all other problems also. Any other problem comes, I will protect, because this is my house. This is where Krishna lives permanently. Braj. So Sankata Mahapralaya Kaladapi Tyaha Saprasiddha. So I will protect this even from the Mahakal, means the ultimate dissolution, the time when everything gets dissolved. Vraja is not dissolved at that time also, because this is beyond the influence of time or three gunas. So sa prasiddha, the word sa ayam, so ayam, is used in the sense the well known. Ayam vrato niyamo me maya ahito grihita. He says this is the vrata, this is the vow, this is the principle that I have accepted, and therefore now I will act on it. Itiktva ekena hastena kritva govardhanachalam dadhara-līlaya Vishnu chatrakam iva balakah. So after saying this, what did he do? With one hand he lifted Govardhan, just like a boy would lift the mushroom. Have you seen mushrooms, how they grow? In Sanskrit it is called chatraka, because it's like a umbrella. So he just lifted it. He touched it. When he touched, Govardhan jumped onto his hand. He was just waiting to be there. So he says, therefore, because that's what he said, Atma Yogena, by my Yoga Maya. So he doesn't have to do any effort. Otherwise, how are you going to uproot mountain? You have to bring some shovel to go underneath, then pull it up, bring some crane or whatever. No, he touched it. Govardhan jumped 6 feet up into the air and slightly landed on his finger. So that's how he came. So he says, Chatrakamiva balaka, just like a young boy can pull up a mushroom. So mushroom doesn't have any strong root or anything. It's just on the top. It comes very easily. So Līlaya, therefore it is said Līlaya, means without any effort. So Giriraj Maharaj ki Jai. Lifted it. So he gave protection to Brajvasis by lifting Govardhan. So this is one of his amazing Leela. So Krishna showed that how he protects his devotees. Kaunteya pratijanahi namad bhakta pranashyati. But we have to know one thing, because this question comes many times, that if he protects his devotees, then why his devotees get into trouble? So protection is of the physical body and protection is of the devotion of bhakti. So real protection is the protection of bhakti, because body is material. It has to follow material laws and it will dwindle and die. That's natural principle. But in case of Brajvasi, he gives because they are his eternal associates. There is no death in Braj. So he gives protection to them. This also shows that Indra, who is Indra? Indra means one who is opulent, right? It comes from the root Idi. Idi Paramashwarya. One who has supreme opulence. That is, means opulence, of course, material opulence. So he sends rain of material opulence. Means sense objects, sense gratification. Because that's what heaven is supposed to be. Heaven is generally assumed, imagined that it is a place of sense enjoyment. That's why they talk, oh, there are nice gardens, women, place, this, that. Because they always say nice women. What about men? So there are also nice men there, don't worry. So it is anyway described as an ideal place for enjoyment. Right? So Abhilasopanitam cha tatsvaspadaaspadam. This sloka which describes Swarga. Abhilasopanitam cha nacha grastam anantaram. Yanna dukkhena sambhinnam nacha grastam anantaram. Abhilasopanitam cha tatsva aspadam. So Swarga is defined as that where there is no suffering. Yanna dukkhena sambhinnam means there is no mixture of suffering, only pleasure. And nacha grastam anantaram. It is not mixed and it does not come to an end. And swabhalasopanitam cha, whatever you wish, it comes, it happens. If you want to have nice food, something else, nice dress, then it's immediately available. Don't have to go for shopping or anything like that. So that is called heaven, means a place of enjoyment. Things so you don't have to use your credit card and oh, now your card is not working. You don't have any credit, nothing like that. So now Indra sending rain means he is sending the rain of all these material sense object. And Krishna is protecting his devotees. He says, come under Govardhan. Govardhan is Haridas Varya, right? We read that. He is the devotee, so he gives them the shelter under bhakti. So that's how he protects his devotees. And he lifted it for 7 days. So 7 days means 7 days of the week, like Parikshit Maharaj also was to die in 7 days. So means he does not give protection just for 1 day, 2 days. Every Sunday he will protect you. Right? Or every Tuesday he will protect you. Another 5 days or 6 days you have to fend for yourself. No, protection 24/7, as they say. Because he lifted Govardhan 24/7. Right? continuously, non-stop, he lifted it. And not a drop of water came inside. Means these devotees were not touched by any material sense gratification. They remained free from it. Because this is what they don't want. And they remained with Krishna. So that is another side of Govardhan Leela. That all this Vishaya Vrishti, rain of Vishaya, which is troublesome, which only causes trouble to the devotees. All this wind and hailstorm. This is like a problem. Devotees don't like that. It's a distraction from their seva, from their service. So he protected them. So that's what he says, that this is my vrata. And this is my vow. So that's how he gives protection. So iti swagata muktva ekena hastena. So what we read in the previous slokas, that he did not speak openly. He was thinking in his mind, swagatam. And then now it is described what he did. So iti vamenaiva. So when he said that ekena hastena, with one hand, so that means here with the left hand. Some people are righty, some people are lefty. Right? So he seems to be lefty because he lifted. Generally, if you have to lift something, you lift with your right hand. Right? But he lifted with the left hand. And that is just to show that it is no effort for him. Because usually right hand is more powerful, stronger. If you have to give punch to somebody, you do it first with the right or with the left? With the right, right? So he lifted with the left. So that is to just show that Leelaya, because it says Leela, Dadhara Leelaya, means it was not a big, difficult, hard work for him. That is the significance. Therefore it says Vamena Ive, with the left hand only. Yaduktam Harivamse. So it is stated there in Harivamsa Purana that Sadhrita Sangato Meghair Giri Savyena Panina Griha Bhavam Gatas Tatra Grihakarena Varchasa. That he lifted with his left hand, Savya. Savya means left. So with left hand. And Meghai Giri. So that mountain which was full of clouds, so along with that cloud also went up. So Griha Bhavam Gatas Tatra, then this became like a house. When he lifted it, under it, it became like a nice big basement. Right? Just like you're sitting here in the basement, any amount of rain, hailstorm, wind, it won't bother you here. So like that he made a nice basement for them and everybody came under it. And all the other facilities were there because it says, where will they didn't go for bathroom for 7 days or they did not eat. So it seems they did not. That is because of so much love for Krishna. Nobody did anything except they just looked at him with Vishmaya. Now here Vishmaya means wonder. But anyway, this was a nice, cozy place for them. No cold. Previously they were shivering. So not here anymore. It's warm. Basement is cool in the summer, warm in the winter. So this is the concept of basement coming from Govardhan Leela. So Chhatrakam Silindram iva. Chatraka is what called. Mushroom is also two types. One is that mushroom which is more like a Shivlinga. But this is a mushroom which is like an umbrella. It has a stick and it spreads on top. That is the type he is saying. That's why he is using the word Chatraka. So Dadhara iti didhirshya samaye yogamaya अंशभूतया संहारिकया शक्त्या तावत्यापि वृष्टिराकाश एव तथा समजृहे. So when he lifted it, when he desired to lift it, then what happens that at that time the one potency of his Yogamaya, which can also bring destruction, so she dispelled all the rain and cloud and everything on top of this mountain, cleared everything. So that otherwise water will come. If you lift, then so much water it will flow, the whole basement will be full of water. Then you have to call for a pump. Right? It happened in our basement. So there was no such water problem because water was all already dried up. And everybody was dried up. They were not wet anymore. Otherwise their dress will be wet and they will be shivering cold. So all this was done. Yatha swagrihali alindat ativegena govardhanam uddhartum abhidrutvato bhagavata ushnishadi vasansi api nati stimitam niti jayam. So it is described that when Krishna came, because he was not near Govardhan when this happened, he was in the Goshtha in his own house. So when he came from there, he will also get wet. So much water was there, plus he has to walk through the water, his dhoti will get wet. And his headgear, turban, all the dress will get wet, and when it gets wet it will be more weight, so more problem to walk. If you have a turban on your head and it gets wet, it will have 2 kg of water inside it, right? So that will be a big burden to carry. So he says, no, nothing really happened. When they came, he was not wet, because Yogamaya made everything clean. Athaha Bhagavan Gopan Heyam Batat Vrajoksaha Yathaupajesam Vistagrigartam Sagodhana. So then Bhagavan Sri Krishna, when he did this, then he called everybody. Because first they did not believe, what is he doing? Suddenly, imagine what suddenly he found when everybody is looking. He says, what is this? So then he called them. He says, O mother, O father, O Brajvasis, please enter this happily. Enter this basement. Giri Gartam. Gartam means basement. So basement of Giriraj Maharaj, Giri Garta, says enter it and bring your cows also. Sagodhana. Not only that you come and the cows are suffering outside, no, everybody. So everybody brought inside their carts, bullock carts, cows, their pots, pans, everything. All came there. Otherwise all the pots to churn yogurt, they will break. Sometimes there are heavy hailstorm, all the car glasses, remember it happened? All the car glasses were broken. Even our building glasses were broken because the stones come such a heavy speed and smash it. Human being fall on somebody, he can die. So many birds die. So nothing happened. Everyone came there safely. So yatha upjosham, yatha sukham. So means without any difficulty. So Nanu, now a question is being raised. He says, you are saying all this, but how is that this Govardhan is small and Braj is so big? So how everybody came in it? How did they fit in it? After all, it has a limited capacity. So it says, Nanu krosha traya matrasya govardhanasya tale sarva vrajastha katham mantu. So he says, how is that all the Brajvasis, and not only human beings but also the cows, and everybody has got so many cows. So how that they could fit in this Govardhan which is only 3 kroshas? 1 cross is whatever, 2 miles. So it's like 6 miles. So Braj is 84 crosses. So many villages here. So therefore, how could this happen? So then it says, Bhagavat Pani Sparsha Anandad Eva Labdha Achintya Ojasa Sri Govardhanena Kupita Indra Prakshipta Kulisha Shat Ghatam Api Swaprishthe Kusuma Ahara Praharamiva Anubhavata Tatha Samyag Vardhate Yatha Yojan Chatushtaya Pramana Vrajanagaratha Jana Sarve Eva Gavadi Pashvascha Swatale Yatha Avkasam Eva Nivashya Masire. So he says that when Krishna touched Govardhan, so Govardhan became so blissful that it cannot be described. And when there is happiness, you expand, right? When there is sadness, you contract. So he expanded out of happiness so much that everybody could come under his shelter. So Labdha Achintya also, he got inconceivable potency just by Krishna's touch. Krishna's touch was so powerful. So much power Govardhan got that Indra, who was, if he would have hit him with his Vajra, Kulisha Shatgha Tam Api Swaprishte, then he experienced it like somebody is throwing a flower at him. Means nothing happened to him. So he says Samyag Avardhyata. So he became big in size. So Yatha Yojan Chatushtaya. So 4 yojana. 1 yojana is 8 miles. So 32. Pramana Vraja Nagarastha Jana Sarveva. So all the residents of Vraja, all over Vraja, and the cows and all other animals, because the cows, there are also some goats and buffaloes are also there. We read that Krishna Ajagavo Mahishyacha Pravashanti Vanad Vanam. So Krishna also had some goats and some buffaloes along with cows, although mostly we hear about cows. But he also had. Because if you want to do wrestling and this, you better drink buffalo milk. Cow's milk is good for brain, buffalo milk good for body, for muscle. So in India, the wrestlers are usually vegetarian. 99% at least. So they drink a lot of buffalo milk. That's how they get strength. So therefore he gave space for all people to be accommodated. Yatha avkasam eva nivasya masire. So now you know nivasya masire, vas dhatu, and then nivas, and then you have to apply. And you have to apply kyang. You have to apply kyang. And then atmanipad. So ateva Harivansa Bhāgavatoktam. No, in Harivansa, not Bhagavata, Bhagavatoktam. Krishna has said himself, Shalotpatan Bhuresha Mahati Nirmata Maya Trailokam Api Utsahate Rakshitum Kim Punarvrajam. So Krishna said that I have uprooted this mountain and therefore I have created this big piece of land for you to come. So he says, Trailokyam api utsahate rakshitum kim punarjana. Says, I can protect the 3 worlds. What to speak of just Vraj. Means this land was so big that if the Triloki wanted to come and stay here, they could come and stay. It's a spiritual place. Everything spiritual is unlimited. So there is no problem. Can expand. All the material laws don't apply in that. Ate kincha govardhana uparisthanam harina varahadinam pashunam pakshinam cha sadhrita sanghato meghaiti harivansokter tan tatra tannitamba arudhan varshato meghana lakshya tad urdhva sringani upararohta tam tilmatram api kashtam abhut na tilmatram api kashtam abhut. So now he tells something more interesting. He says, okay, all the Brajvasis came here, but on the Govardhan there are also forest animals like deers and boar. So what happened to them? Did they also come under it? He says, no. They went on top of the peak, on the peak of Govardhan. And Govardhan became so tall that the peak went above the clouds. So now the rain cannot come. Because clouds are below the peak. So all the deer and other animals and the birds, they went on complete top, which was above the clouds. So therefore, not one drop of water came on them and they did not feel any pain. Til matram api kashtam na bhut. So, because earlier in the previous commentary, he has cited from Harivansa, and there it said that Meghai Sadhrita Sanghato Meghai Gris Samvena Panina, that he lifted the hill along with the clouds. So clouds went also up along with the mountain, but the peaks of Govardhan, they were above the clouds. So then they were also protected. So the whole Braja got protection like that. Natras iha va karyo madhasta dri nipatanat vata varsha bhaye nalam tatranam vitam hiva. So now they may have a fear that okay, we can go inside, but what if this falls down? Because sometimes when there is a heavy rain, there is landslide in the mountains and things start falling down because such a heavy rain is coming. After all, these stones are not glued to each other, and there is mud in between. If that get washed away, then they, by gravitational force, they are flying down. And if you have seen mountain, it's such a sight to see how they come making big noise. And by the time they come down, they're such a speed, they can smash anything which comes on their way. So he says, you have lifted it, then what if things start falling down? Then what will we? Will we all having samadhi underneath Govardhan? So he assured them, he says, Nat rasa iha va karyo. He says, you should not have any fear. Madhasta adadri nipatanat, that this mountain is going to fall down from my hand. It's not going to fall from my hand, and also the pieces of mountain are not going to fall down both ways. So you should know that this is complete protection, and there should be no fear from wind, rain, etc. Vata varsha bhainalam tatranam vihitam. So therefore I have arranged this for your protection. And Brajvasis, they have faith in Krishna's words. They have complete faith. Otherwise some people will doubt. Shall we really go under it or not go? Maybe. Right? People have this doubting mind, cannot decide. Really, we have to go under this? What if the stones fall down on my head? Better I get wet. So no. Everybody had complete faith in his words. So they all went. And he is assuring them that nothing is going to fall down from here. It is permanent. And I have arranged it. Says Vihitam Hiva. Says I have made this arrangement for your protection. So tatha nirvivishu gartam Krishnascha Krishna ashvasita manasaha yathavkasam sadhana sabrajaha sopajivinaha. So they all went under the mountain. They all entered into it, the garta, this basement, because Krishna has assured them, Krishna asvasita manasa, that there is no danger here from anything. So yathavkasam sadhana sabraja sopjivina. So all these people, they came, and wherever they could find place, yathavkasam, along with their dhana, wealth, which is godhana, the cows primarily, that is their real wealth. And sabraja. Sabraja here is not that they brought Braja land, but in their houses, whatever objects worth protecting they had, they brought them inside. And sopajivina, and their means of survival, or those who were dependent on them. That's what it says, upajivi. Upajivi means their servants or other people. So everybody came there. Means it is not only that only cowherd people came, but others also who assist them. Because in community there are various types of people. There are brahmanas, there are also people who make pots, there are people who make cloth, all these things. There are carpenters, blacksmith, goldsmith. So all these people are called upjivi. So they also came. So Sabraja Sakata Mandali Sahita. So they came along with their carts. Means whatever they could load on that, they brought it. And Sopjivani Bhritya Prohitadi Sahita. So their servants and also their brahmanas, Kulpurohita, family gurus. So everybody came and took shelter. So now what happened to food, etc.? Will they cook there or not? And if they have to cook, how are they going to make fire? Is there a matchbox or a lighter? Because all other fire would have been extinguished. So how will they cook? Or they will just make some sprouts, right? Takes 2-3 days. It was nice weather to make sprout, and just eat that. Where will they cook? So he says, Kshuta trida vyatham sukhapeksham hitva tair vrajvasibhi vikshamano dadharadrim saptaham nachalat padat. So first of all, Krishna, he lifted it for 1 week, saptaha. So if he lifted it for 1 week, what about hunger? What about, okay, if you don't feel hungry, at least you have to drink water. Because they say if you don't drink water, then your kidneys get destroyed. And it is important to protect your kidney. If kidney doesn't work, then you are finished. So at least water you have to drink, right? So he says that Krishna did not eat or drink for 7 days. Why is that? Because he was being looked at Vrajvasis. Tair Vrajvasibhi Vikshamano. So this is what love means. This also we should try to understand, that love has this characteristic: when there is intense love, there is no hunger, there is no thirst. People forget eating, sleeping. And Krishna is giving an example of that. Because he also loves the Vrajvasis. So all the Vrajvasis and Krishna, they are first time together, all of them. Not only human beings, but animals, everybody is together. This is a wonderful pastime of Krishna, that everybody is there around Krishna. Krishna is in the center and everybody is around him. And everybody sees Krishna is looking at him. It's like sometimes there are pictures or paintings that if you see it from the left side, it looks like the person is looking at you. If you go to the right side, then it also looks like he is looking at you, isn't it? You've seen that kind of painting? So if two people are standing, one on the left side, one on the right side, then they will say, no, he's looking at me. Say, no, he's looking at me. So if this is possible in a painting, what to speak of Krishna? So people were all around him and everybody thought that his face is towards them. So nobody saw his backside. Everybody saw his front side. And everybody was relishing the beauty of Krishna's face and also marveling that how is that he's just, because he was also not some serious person. He's usually not serious. So he was also cracking jokes with his friends, as we will see. They will also come and put their sticks. He said, you must be tired. Let's help you. So he was also having fun with them, talking to them. And day and night. So at night, some light arrangement were made. Right? These days, like you have some program, 24-hour kirtan or something, then there is light 24 hours. It's not that light is in the daytime. So they got a big generator. Right? Solar. So no need of petrol or diesel. So there was light at night. Because basement is dark. In the daytime also there is less light. At night it becomes complete pitch dark. So how is that they would not see Krishna at night? So they must have made some arrangement for the light therein, right? So he says that because everybody was looking at him and he was looking at them, then he forgot hunger or thirst. So it is not just some kind of allegory or some atishayokti, hyperbole. It's true. Because we also read about Parikshit Maharaj in the very first chapter, 10th canto. He said, not tyaktodamapi mam badhate. That although I have not even drank water, it is not troubling me because I am drinking the nectar of Kathamritam, Tvanmukha Ambhoja Kathamritam. So if just relishing hearing Krishna Katha can make you out of the bodily awareness. Obviously he is not situated in his body when he is saying like that, otherwise body has its own dharma. After a few hours it needs food, needs so many things. So he says, no, I am not disturbed. So that is just, Krishna Katha is having that power. And what to speak when Krishna is personally present and his devotees are present. So neither Krishna was troubled by the hunger or thirst, as it says, Kshutrada vyatham sukhapeksham hitva. He has no such need. So he lifted Govardhan for 1 week, saptaham nachalat padat. And it was not that, okay, I am lifting but I am standing now, better I move little bit. So he is walking around with it. So he stood in one place only for 7 days. So people talk of samadhi, right? They say sthiram sukham asanam, right? Yoga Sutra describes asana as which is stable and comfortable. That is called asana. So Krishna also had an asana. Which asana is this? This is called Govardhanasana. Tribhanga is there, but also you have to lift hand up. So he was doing Govardhanasana, which the yogis don't do. He had flute in his one hand, in the right hand, and Govardhan in another hand. And he stood there. So this is called sthiram, stable, for 7 days and 7 nights. And also sukham. He was not that after that he said, oh, my arm is paining, the blood circulation in the legs. Sometimes you are in a long flight on a plane, then when you come out, all your feet are swollen. All the blood goes to the feet. So not like that. So he says, Kshuta tridvyatham hitva iti tan nirantara darshan anandad eva. So Krishna was getting so much bliss by seeing his devotees that he was not troubled by any hunger or thirst. Yaduktam Vaishnave Vrajaikavasibhir harsha vishmita kshair nirikshitaha gopa gopi janair hristai priti visfarita ikshanaihi sanstuya manacharita Krishna shailam adharayat. So he says that he was being looked by the Vrajvasis with great happiness and wonder. Harsha Vishmita Akshay, with their eyes. So 2 types of rasa were being coming. There is a Harsha, happiness, and also Vishmaya. So cowherd people, the ladies, Hrishtai Priti Visfariti Ikshanai. They were so happy and their eyes were expanded out of love. And they were glorifying him. Sanstuya Manacharita Krishna Shailam Adharayat. So in this way Krishna lifted the mountain. Krishnatra sarvabhimukho babhuva iti bodhyam. It should be understood that Krishna, he was seen by everybody as if his face is towards them. Atra Sri Krishna Saundarya Lavanya Piyusha Panena Vrajoksham Preyasi Saundaryadi Tatmanena Krishnasya Cha Kshadadi Vigamo Abhavat. So he says here it should be understood that the Vraja residents, they were drinking the nectar of the beauty of Sri Krishna. And therefore they did not feel any hunger. Because if you drink this Amrita, then your stomach is full. And Krishna also was drinking the beauty of his beloved gopis. Therefore he also did not feel hunger or thirst. Atra saptaha vyapinya samvartak megha vrishtyapi yan mathur mandalam na mamajya tat khalu bhagavad shakta eva sadyapaya shoshnat. So although for 1 week the clouds, they were raining heavily, and still there was no flood here in Mathura Mandal. So why is that? Because Krishna's Yogamaya was drying up all the water. So they were pouring water and the water was evaporating. Shashti ghatikasya eva kalasya devshatvat ghati iti prasiddha ghatik ganneneva vrajananam sapta devsham jnanam abhut iti gayam. How did they have the knowledge of day and night? So he says that they were counting that one day has 60 ghatikas. So somehow they have a way to count time, and with that they calculated that 7 days have passed. So this is the end of this. I'll stop if there is any question on this. Okay, we'll stop.